What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 36 of Southern Grace and Sass. My name is Breezy. I'm your host, and this is our Mother's Day special. Am I a mom? No. Do I want to be a mom someday? Yes. Am I an aunt? Yeah. But if you're new here, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe, help a girl out. Y'all, it has been a busy week. So much has been happening. So much. But I don't want to get too personal with y'all because that's not why you're here. But I just want to say, if you are a mom, happy Mother's Day. Um, this is going to be a very interesting episode because I was trying to figure out, like, okay, it's Mother's Day, so what do I want to talk about for Mother's Day special? I can't really talk about being a pet mom because I don't have a pet. And I really could talk about being a mom because I'm not a mom. So I guess here we are. I guess what we're gonna be talking about is like fun things to do to history and origin of Mother's Day. So that's gonna be really fun, actually. But yeah, here we are. But before that, we do have some TikToks that we have to go through, so you gotta bear with me a little bit.
Admit it, you love me. I tolerate you. Then why are we in a relationship? I don't know, one day you just started following me and you never stopped. That might be true. Okay, maybe we should break up. See if I care. Okay. Wait, no. Shut up.
Okay, just saying, I am a black cat girlfriend. I really am. What can I say? Oh my goodness. That's the funny part about this. This guy's hilarious though. He does like different reactions, which makes it even more funnier. I do recommend going to follow him on TikTok if you can. You get to see his videos of like Labrador boyfriends, Doberman boyfriends, whatever, right? Yeah. But no, I am a black cat girlfriend. I will say that. So, why don't we see what a black cat girlfriend is, shall we? Kyla Kelsey's a black cat girlfriend for sure. According to Google, a black cat girlfriend is a TikTok popularized term for an independent, mysterious, and slightly aloof partner who is selectively affectionate, mirroring the demeanor of a black cat. She is often paired with a golden retriever partner that is loyal and protective, and once trust is earned, valuing her personal space, self-sufficiency. What are some of her key characteristics, you might ask? Well, she enjoys alone time, isn't clingy. I hate clinginess, but with the right person, I guess it's cute, I guess. Mysterious and aloof. She may seem intimidating and reserved at first. Selectively affectionate. Yes. Loyal, confident. And what are some common relationship dynamics? Black cat, golden retriever. Um, the opposites attract, and the reputation era energy. And what do I mean by that? Because, I gotta take a minute and talk about Taylor Swift. I have to. Often compared to the confident guardian persona, like Miss Taylor Allison Swift. The Swiftie and me had to make an appearance. You do not judge me on that one. We don't judge. We listen. We don't judge. Oh my goodness. Yes, how many times have we all done this? Think about it. How many times have we all done this? I have. I have no shame in admitting it. I'm like, okay, we don't have to go in. I don't want to be social. I am not a social butterfly. I'm not. I'm an introvert through and through. Like, I don't mind this podcast because here's the thing, I'm talking to a camera. Half of you ain't listening anyway. So I don't get a lot of viewers on here. I would love to get a lot more viewers on here, but it is what it is. My life is falling to pieces at this moment anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm just saying, If it says that, I'm going inside. I'm going to a new one. I ain't going to inside. I'm gonna try to avoid people as much as possible for crying out loud. We will make it work. I promise you on that one. But here's our next TikTok.
Really?
Get it off the couch.
Take it out.
Now.
He's gonna drown himself.
Where did you get that? Careful.
You actually. Oh my God.
Marley, what do you think you're doing? No.
Say what you want. Say what you want, but there's something funny about watching dogs with sticks. It is hilarious. And it just puts a smile on your face no matter how bad of a day you're having. Dogs know what they're doing. They're smarter than people give them credit for. I'm just saying. Look, here's our next TikTok of the day. While I recompose my laughter, give me a moment.
I'm breaking up with you.
What? But I planned our whole future. Our wedding, our kids, our burial plots.
How you doing?
I even hired a band.
No, not yet. Are you crazy? We've only had one date. It lasted 14 minutes.
Yes, but it felt like 20.
Ugh, I can't. A ring? I mean, I like the ring, but no, I can't. You're too clingy.
How is this clingy?
And by the way, you look nothing like your profile picture. Francine, you gotta start dating outside of your species.
Randy, we can work this out. Is this about the bikini? Ow! I didn't know it was poison ivy. Randy!
I love Sid. I really do. He's not my favorite, but I do love Sid. I just want a whole little mini series on Sid. Think about it. How hilarious would that be? You know, Sid would be the ultimate YouTuber. He would be rich and famous today. Like, here's our last TikTok, okay? I need to do an Ice Age movie marathon. That would be fun.
Hey man, you wanna fucking stop?
You. Oh no.
Joseph Lamonte DeMarcus Summers, come from underneath that damn. Don't you tuck your ass back in there.
Bang, you're dead. Roll over. Good girl, Stormy. Come here.
Yeah, hi. I was wondering if I can place an order for some food. Maybe some. Yeah, no, I would love some food.
No! What?
Oh my gosh. Again, when you're just having a bad day, Watch funny animal videos. Even cats, they're some of the smartest creatures ever. They're also very random. Especially orange cats. They have that one brain cell, for crying out loud. But yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, then we're gonna dive into today's topic. And we are back. And can I be honest with y'all? I am not the biggest Gabby Barrett fan. She's okay, but she has a couple of songs I would sit and listen to, but I'm not her biggest fan. That's okay for those who are, though. I only say that because she's currently playing on the screen as we speak. But as I said earlier, this is our Mother's Day edition episode. And as I am not a mom, nor a pet mom, I am an aunt, but I'm also thought it'd be a history nut. So I thought it'd be fun to do some history fun for this as well. So let's talk about the history of it. So we know that the modern American holiday has specific origins in honoring motherhood, but it also dates back centuries to ancient and early roots, such as the ancient festivals. And for example, the cultures in ancient Greek and Rome have festivals dedicated to mother goddesses such as Rhea and Sybil. Yeah. Also, there is something called Mothering Sunday, which in 16th century Britain and other parts of Europe, they observed Mothering Sunday. And this was originally a religious tradition on the fourth Sunday of Lent, where people returned to their mother church for a special service. And over time, it evolved into a day for families to reunite and honor mothers. And then there's the 19th century activism in the US. So before it was an official holiday, and several women pushed for this holiday to emphasize peace and the social improvement. And then we have the mother of all to thank for all of this, Anna Jarvis, now also known as Mother Jarvis. And during and after the American Civil War, she organized Mother's Day works clubs in West Virginia to improve sanitary conditions and provide care for the sick. And she also organized Mother's Friendship Day to promote reconciliation between families and the Union of the Confederate soldiers. Now, there's somebody called Julia Ward Howe. And in 1870, the poet and activist behind the Battle Hymn of the Republic, she issued a Mother's Day proclamation where she called for a Mother's Day of peace, envisioning a day where mothers would unite to prevent a waste of life caused by war. There is also something called the creation of the so we know here's the creation of the modern holiday, y'all. Okay, we recognize this day primarily that was championed by Anna Jarvis. Okay, who was the daughter of Anne Reeves Jarvis. Now, the inspiration was when her mom passed in 1905. Anna sought to fulfill her mother's long-held wish to establish a memorial honoring the matchless service her mom provided to render to humanity. So, the first official celebration was in 1908, when she held a memorial service for her mom at Andrews Methodist Episcopal, I can never pronounce that word, church in Grafton, West Virginia. This location is now recognized as the International Mother's Day Shrine, and the official recognition was when Jarvis launched intense letter writing lobbying her campaign, and her efforts succeeded rapidly, and by 1912, many were observing the holiday. In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson, hate that guy, but not as much as I do Andrew Jackson, signed a proclamation officially designating the second holiday in May as a national holiday. Now, it does leave a bittersweet legacy behind as well. Ironically, the holiday success did become its founder's greatest regret. Anna had intended for the holiday to be a personal sentiment observance, a time for families to spend and appreciate their moms. But as the holiday grew, it quickly embraced by Flora, became a hallmark holiday, basically. She would then later have to campaign against the holiday she created, protesting the very companies that worked for it to promote it. even unsuccessfully lobbying it to have her removed from the calendar. Well, honey, when it became Hallmark picks up on everything, just saying. Now let's talk about some symbolisms. There is something called the coronation, which is the official symbol, and this is a white coronation that was chosen by Anna Jarvis as an original symbol for Mother's Day, and it carries specific meanings, such as purity and endurance, the living versus the deceased, and the pink versus red carnations. There's also why carnations? Well, Jarvis chose the carnations because it was her mom's favorite, and she reportedly believed that the carnation's shape and petal structure represented a mother's love, and it did not drop the petals, but rather hugged them into heart as it withered, and Minnie held her as a mother held her children. Also, some other symbolic representations are followed. The first one is, of course, flowers in general, which basically represent beauty, appreciation, the blossoming of life, and nurturing care. Then there's breakfast in bed, which is a symbolic gesture, as well. Handmade gifts, and this represents time, effort, personal connection between child and their mom as well. And this goes back to non-commercial origins that Jarvis envisioned right here. Then there's the proclamation, and though less commonly cited today, the white flower represents a subtle nod to Julia Ward Howe, who originated the vision for uniting peace and anti-war advocacy. Now, why the color white? Well, beyond the carnations, the color white is often a Mother's Day imagery to signify selflessness and unconditional love. I gotta appreciate that. So why is it complicated? Well, you can define boundaries, okay? Especially so here's the thing. Some of us may not go crazy with Mother's Day because we might not have that really a good mother figure to talk about this with. And here's the thing. You can define your boundaries because it gets complicated. And you don't owe anyone an explanation. There's a total disconnection, okay? And you can also be low contact with your parent, and there's also this thing called a curated connection as well. So, if you are a parent and you want to spend Mother's Day alone or whatever, or it's just a difficult time in general, or you're just a child trying to figure out how to reparent and basically prioritize self-care because none of us come from a functional family. Some of us have a dysfunction family and we have to separate that. But we have to honor your own needs, okay? Here's the thing. Instead, if you're a parent, focus on the joy you get from your children. Okay? Because that could be your functional family right there at the end of the day. You can also seek support and acknowledge with the grief. Also, change the focus. Celebrate with your chosen family. And practice compassion, okay? And here's a note to social media that I think is super important. If seeing a friend's post tributes to their moms feel like a painful comparison, it is healthy to take a break from Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to protect your peace. But what are some fun activities you can do for Mother's Day? You can do a DIY spa day, breakfast in bed, movie marathon. That all sounds fun. Memory lane session, host an afternoon tea. There's also outdoor and active ideas such as a picnic in the park, nature hike, gardening together. There's botanical garden tours that you can do.